Round 9 of the ANZ Championship passed off in Invercargill on Saturday, with the Southern Steel looking for their fourth consecutive win of the season against the defending champions Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic. The Vixens got a Sunday netball triple header underway against the high-flying Queensland Firebirds in Melbourne. In the late Aussie game, the ladder-leading Adelaide Thunderbirds took on the New South Wales Swifts, and Sunday night netball closed out on Kiwi soil with the Tactix in Nelson against the West Coast Fever. The final game of the round had the Central Pulse hosting the Northern Mystics at home in Porirua. So let's check out all the action. Invercargill hosted the Southern Steel and the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic in a crucial match for both teams' finals chances. It was a tightly contested opening 15 minutes, but it was the Magic who claimed a 2-goal quarter-time advantage. The second quarter was a total demolition by the home side as they rattled off 22 goals to the Magic's 11. The Steel nailed all 22 shots in the second period, with captain Jody Brown taking on a share of the load with 9 goals as the Magic defence sat back on Steel star Janelle Fowler. The Magic fought back in the third quarter with some impressive work in defence to trim the lead by 2 goals, but they still trailed 43-50 at the final change. The home side were impressive and held their nerve in an even final quarter to record their fourth straight win, 65-58.
When we have Janelle on the back, she's such a massive target, and I think, if we can get her the ball, then it's that old thing of don't do anything else. But today I think we were forced, obviously, for me to take some more shots, and I'm really glad that I was able to step up.
The Melbourne Vixens were at home against the Queensland Firebirds, and it was second versus third on the ladder. It was a tight opening quarter, but a late run of goals by the Firebirds helped the visitors out to a 3-goal quarter-time advantage. The Vixens drew level early in the second quarter, but 5 unanswered goals from the Firebirds had the visitors in control at the main break, leading 28-23. The visitors' brigade of young mid-quarters continued to impress in round 9 as they played beyond their years, helping the Firebirds to a 41-34 three-quarter time advantage. The Vixens had no answers to the Firebirds' tenacity through court in a tough week for the franchise, who were again without inspirational captain Laura Geitz. The Queenslanders wrapped up the match with an impressive 16-12 final quarter to take the match 57-46.
The last time we played them, we lost by 1, and coming here, we know that the crowd was going to be really loud, and Vixens are a really tough team. They just keep coming and coming and coming, but we just had it in the back of our minds that we just have to go out there, we have to play hard, and we have to stay strong.
The Thunderbirds entered round 9 riding high on the top of the ladder, while the New South Wales Swifts were in 9th place, looking for their second win of the season. It was a match most penciled in for the side from Adelaide, but the Swifts soon showed they were intent on being spoilers as they claimed the opening period 12-11. The home side shot the first 5 goals of the second quarter, but a stoppage by the Swifts helped stem the flow of the Thunderbirds' goals. The Swifts sank the last 5 goals of the second to take a narrow 24-23 half-time advantage. The third period was a seesawing affair, with both sides taking the ascendancy only to be hauled in. The Swifts held their nerve towards the end of the third to maintain their 1-goal advantage heading into the final 15 minutes. The visitors jumped out to a 5-goal advantage at the midpoint of the final quarter and looked like causing one of the upsets of the season. But the Thunderbirds were not to be denied, again proving they're one of the best finishing sides in the competition to shoot 6 of the last 7 goals and claim the 50-48 victory.
I thought we were really flat. I thought we really struggled to get clear all day. I thought our passing was hesitant, which isn't like us. And we just couldn't find our targets in the goals, and when it did get there were just arms everywhere, and we just couldn't find a pathway to the hoop. But we fixed it up, and like I said, when the chips are down, we can bond together and show that we can win them.
Nelson was the venue for the Tactix round 9 encounter with the West Coast Fever, and the visitors needed to win to keep their finals hopes alive. The opening 15 minutes was dominated by both attacking ends, but the Fever pulled clear in the closing minutes to claim the period 19-17. The Tactix attack end was rattled in the second period as they shot at just 50%, while the side from Perth continued to pile on the scoreboard pressure, leading 32-35 at the half-time. The third period was riddled with errors from both sides, but the Fever again managed to make it count on the scoreboard when it mattered to push the margin out by a further 4 goals. The Tactix claimed the final quarter, but the damage was done, and the Fever took the match 64-55, their 4th win of the season.
We were patchy. I'm certainly happy with the win, but you're right, it was a bit of a struggle sometimes. I think we got out to 10 goals in a row and then let them back into the game. That is certainly an area we need to improve on.
The final match of round 9 saw the Central Pulse at home in a must-win clash against the Northern Mystics. It was a goal-for-goal first quarter, but the Pulse nailed the last 3 goals of the period to jump out to a 17-14 quarter-time advantage. The Mystics were still in the match in the second quarter, but a string of errors cost the visitors as the home side took full advantage to push the margin out to 7 goals at the halftime break. The Mystics introduced Catherine Latu in the third quarter, and her influence helped the visitors pull within 2 goals. A 6-1 run late in the period helped the Pulse to a comfortable 47-38 three-quarter time lead. The Pulse pushed home the advantage in the final 15 minutes to claim their first ever victory over the Mystics 63-48. Along the way, the Pulse claimed a bit of history, scoring their highest score and biggest ever ANZ Championship victory.
The Australian style was a one-on-one marking. I think I was on the floor more times in the first half than on my feet, so I had a wee goal in the second half to stay on my feet, which I think I managed to achieve. But look, it's always like that when I play against Coletto. She's a one-on-one marker, so you expect that torrid battle out there. At times I thought it was probably a wee bit too torrid because I've got a lot of bruises on my knees, but I'm just pleased that we managed to get a win. I don't care. I'd love a bit of a battle like that out there as long as we win at the end of the day.
That closes out another busy round of ANZ Championship action with the Steel, Firebirds, Thunderbirds, Fever and Pulse taking the points.